Okay, so we are going to go over direct variation and proportion. So if you're doing a proportion like 5/8 equals x over 12, these two go together, these two go together. So you're basically going to do 8x equals 12 times 5, and then do 12 times 5 equals 60 divided by 8 equals 7.5. All right. Doesn't matter where the x is, you'll always put it wherever it belongs. So, for example, if this is the problem, this would go together, this would go together. So no matter where it is, you always do the diagonal and then solve. Okay, so direct variation is a function in the form of y equals kx, where k cannot equal 0, is a direct variation. The constant is k, so here is your constant. And the constant of variation for direct variation, k, is the coefficient of x. The variables of y and x are said to vary directly with one another. So as x varies, so does y. So they're going to ask you, is this equation a direct variation? And they're going to give you a problem. And you are basically going to solve that. So you're going to do 5x plus 2y, you're going to subtract the 5x. What you do on one side, you do on the other. What's left on this side is 2y equals negative 5x. And then you're going to divide this out. Y equals negative 5 halves x. The equation has the form of y equals kx. So y equals k and x. So we can say that this equation is in this form. So is this a direct variation? Yes. Okay, another example is 5x plus 2y equals 9. So we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. What's left on this side is 2y. What's left on this side is 9. This is all over 2. So 9 halves minus 5 halves x. Sorry, this should be separate right here. And now we put it in, we check 9 halves minus 5 halves x. Is it in our y equals kx? No, it is not. So it is not a direct variation. Okay, so for homework, you can check these ones. 5y equals 2x. 3y plus 4x equals 8. And y minus 7.5x equals 0. All right, so sometimes you have to write an equation given a point. So write an equation of the direct variation that includes the points 4 and negative 3. So you're going to use your direct variation function, and you're going to substitute everywhere you see an x and everywhere you see a y, you're going to substitute what that says. So this is negative 3 equals k times 4. And now this is going to be multiplying. So how do you get this over here? You divide k equals negative 3/4. And then you're going to say k equals negative 3/4. You plug that into your original equation, which was y equals k over x. They're telling you what y is, so you're going to put that in right here. Y equals negative 3 for x. And an equation of the direct variation, is this true? Yes. So that works. For homework, you can write an equation for the direct variation that includes a point of negative 3 and negative 6, and then you can solve that as well. So you might have direct variations and tables, and if you have that, this is what you are going to have on your paper. So for each table, use the ratio y over x to tell whether y varies directly with x. If it does, write an equation for the direct variation. So they're going to give you some points, x, y, and y over x. So for example, negative 3 and 2.25. So now you're going to plug that in. 2.25 over x is negative 3. And then you're going to solve that on your calculator. 2.25 divided by negative 3 is going to give you negative 0.75. So you're going to do that for points 1. So do this. 4 and negative 3 and 6 and negative 4.5. Now, if you get the same answer for all of these, the constant of variation is negative 0.75. If that is true, then we would write y equals negative 0.75x. If it does not, then we would say no, the ratio is not the same for all set of data. So let's see which ones will work. We're going to do another one. This is x, y, y over x, and you're going to do the whole thing. I will give you the points. And it will be 2, 4, 6, and 9, negative 1, 1, 3, and 4.5. So you're going to plug it into this with x being here and y being here, and then solving for what that is. If they change at all, then the ratio is not the same for all pair of data. Therefore, there is no constant of variation. Okay, so here are some additional problems. 2y equals 5x plus 1. Another one you can do is negative 4 plus 7x plus 4 equals 3y. 0.7x minus 1.4y equals 0. And then the last one, I put 8, it's 3, is 1/2 x plus 1/3 y equals 0. And then we're going to write an equation of the direct variation that includes the given points of 1 and 5, 5 and 1, negative 8 over 10. These are all separate problems. So this is number 1. You're going to do write an equation of the direct variation that includes these given points. So this is equation 1. This will be 2. This will be 3. And that should do it. Okay, now we have this last part is the ordered pairs in each exercise are the same direct variation. Find the missing values. So you're going to have 3 and 4 and 3 and 4, and 9 and y. So you're going to rewrite your problem like this, and you're going to solve to find y. Same for this, but this time you're going to solve for these ones. Awesome.